The Liberty Disc Golf team have just closed out another year where the men would once again have a top 10 national place showing, while the women would claim the program's first ever national title.
I think the season went really well. It was most of our first seasons playing, so it was really cool to get to learn with everybody. We worked really hard leading up to nationals, so it's kind of sad that it's over, but it was a lot of fun when we were there.
I think it's always exciting when you have a winner in the group, and doesn't matter who wins. It's our second win. We had a first flight win a few years ago, and then to have the ladies win the whole national championship for them was just amazing. It was cool because just all the guys were following them around the last round that they had. So I know that they felt that encouragement, that love all the way across, and it just looked really good from a viewer standpoint that there's all this sea of red. Following the girls around playing and just cheering them on, and it was just kind of an exciting atmosphere, and just kind of showed the team support, that everyone was there just cheering them on and being a part of what they were experiencing, so that was really neat.
The disc golf program has grown each season in prestige since its first year in the fall of 2011, as they have now built one of the best disc golf programs in the nation, and this year the program continued to showcase that as the Flames qualified its largest roster for the national championships.
Definitely the team dynamic really grew this year. The guys that we had returning seemed like they were spread out over all the different flights. So I think that gave us the strength for all the newcomers to really have a solid base of somebody that had been there. And we only had a few that had been there, so they were kind of spread out evenly across the board. So I think that really gave them a lot to kind of feed into, and kind of gave them that position of being that captain of that little group, and they just stepped into it because they knew what to expect. And so I think for the guys moving forward that are staying into the program, that's huge. So that's going to keep us getting better. And I think we put ourselves in environments to go compete against better teams, but our team is constantly pushing each other, and they are constantly making themselves in a position where they can compete against each other, and that's just making them really good.
I know a lot of the people that played this season, it was their first season, so I think having all of us growing together and learning how to play together created a really cool bond, and I hope that girls and guys come back next year, because that'll just help us bond more, and it'll be cool to see everybody grow and how good they can do with the sport.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest thing that helps us is we're just so supported by the university. So a lot of students are actually looking at which university they want to come to based on disc golf, which means that a lot of these higher level high school students are starting to come look at our program, which just adds more depth, more experience. We're getting a lot more media attention because of our depth and because of our women's team winning, which just brings more attention to us and more players wanting to come in. So I think the program's really grown, but I think this is the start of it. It's just going to keep growing with how much momentum we have building.
I think that helps the program with anything. You put wins with the program, that makes the overall dynamic of the program just seem strong. So to have the repeating student athletes coming back, that's huge. It sets up a tone for how our practices are conducted, how the feel of everything is gearing towards that. Because we left a lot on the table for the guys' side that I know they wanted more. It was exciting for them to have the opportunities to have some wins in there and just prepare them. They haven't stopped, and they just want to continue playing, and they don't they don't want it to stop. And that's exciting as a coach, because you don't have to turn anything for these guys to be excited. They're ready to go. As a coach, you can't ask for more than that, to be 7 years into the program and to have that kind of growth and that experience to show up at nationals. Yeah.
With a core group of the Flames returning for next season, the men will look to continue to be one of the nation's best, while the ladies will look to defend their national championship crown.
We have another women's team coming back. Our champ flight is returning 3 of its 4 players. So we're going to have a lot of experience. I think the majority of our roster is coming back again next year, which means everyone's going to have that nationals experience. Practice next year, people will know what we're doing the drills for. They'll understand it a lot more than they did this year, which will just help us succeed even more. And we have a potential for a full sweep at nationals next year, which would be something that I don't think any school's ever done. So if we could pull that out, that'd be awesome.
You know that you're getting the awareness out there when you get the emails coming in all the time, and you got kids that are finding out about the programs and wanting to know what Liberty's all about, what the program's all about, what the requirements are all about. And I get those all the time now. And so, moving forward, yeah, guys can't be complacent with where they were last year, because there's guys that are going to come in and maybe be better than they are. And so it's going to really challenge them to keep their game up through the summer. And that's easy to do. They already have their tournament schedules booked through the summer where they're going to be. And so that in itself says that they want it more than probably I do, you know, because they want to be out there and really compete and show what they can do. But having new guys come in and challenge them and push them, that's always going to build your program and make it really strong. So to have the girls returning, hopefully we won't go till it's a few months till nationals. We can have them longer through the season, because if we do, you know, we won't have 2 All-Americans. We'll have 4 All-American girls that'll finish out strong because they were that good.